How intense is your fear of the Brexit? How intense is your fear of the future? My observation is if the intensity of an emotional reaction to an actual situation is very intense, often a part of the energy is connected to the past, is caused by the past. And if you become aware of that, you find your strength in the presence. And I invite you to this exercise, to become more aware, to explore. Okay, if you are ready, this is something where you need to be a little bit more relaxed. So I invite you to close your eyes. And then you notice your breath. And with each out-breath, you relax a little bit more. Just feel your body, feel your breath, and allow the relaxation, at least a little bit. And then connect with your fear of the future, your fear of the Brexit. And just right now, only notice your emotional response, just the body sensations, how tense you become, what is going on in your body. And just feel that. And if you could find a sentence which is describing what is going on right now, about your fear, what would be the sentence? The future will be horrible, or I cannot survive, or whatever your sentence. Just find a sentence. Okay. If you need more time, just take the time. But let's go on. And now you hear the sentence inside, and you turn in your imagination and you look to the past. And the first part of past is your childhood. So you just look to your childhood and you hear this sentence. And you feel your emotional response, your fear or whatever. Is that familiar? Do you know these emotions from your age as a child? And just see to this child. And feel the compassion with the child, and you feel also his fear. Just give that space and time. This is familiar. And then I invite you to a step more. A step towards your whole family in the past. There may be persons in the past of your family who had really a lot of fear and had reasons to be fearful. Maybe the times of the war or whatever. In a way you just feel, you look to the past of the family and you open your heart and your being without any concrete plan. You just be open. And you say this sentence, your sentence about your fear. And with this sentence you look into the past of your family, to your parents, but more to your grandparents, great-grandparents, people you didn't know personally even, an aunt, an uncle. And you have this sentence, and this sentence is guiding you to one person who had this fear very intensely and had reasons to be so afraid. And maybe you know the person or you don't know the person. So in your imagination you just allow to be led in the direction of this person, of the past of your family, an ancestor. You take the time and then slowly or quickly this person appears, maybe still in the fog, but you know there is someone who was really afraid because his life, his fate was so difficult, horrible, whatever. And you breathe. You give space to this connection you just start to feel. And you tell to this person, maybe you see him or her clearly or maybe fuzzy, you just tell, I'm connected to your fear. I share it with you out of love. And you try these sentences. If they are not true for yourself, you change them. You may say the contrary or something else in your own words. I just invite you to this direction. I share your fear. I'm connected to you. And now feel, is there something true in that? Is there a yes? If not, forget it and you can stop the exercise. But if so, you just continue with me. And you breathe. And you feel your belly and you feel your heart. And then you see the reaction of this person. Maybe he was totally in his own whatever fuzziness or in his own world and didn't see you, and now he starts to see you. There is someone who is carrying something with him. So slowly he sees you and he looks at you. And maybe something in his mood is changing. And then you may tell him, I don't want to leave you alone with that. You are not forgotten. And what happened to you is not forgotten. And you just feel if that is true too. And you breathe, and you feel your belly, and you feel your heart. And sometimes there is a step that a child you are in this situation wants to be at the side of the ancestor, just to carrying with him, to share that with him or her. So if you have this impulse, you just go forward, stand at the side, and feel your connection. And feel your importance also. You can carry this with the other. You don't leave him alone. And you feel quite big, supportive. When you look to the side, to the ancestor, and you feel this connection. You don't leave him alone with the fear and with the fate. And normally first the ancestors really feel touched. They had been so alone in this, and now there is someone, even from the future, who comes back to share that. And they look. And you feel the connection. And then the ancestor may say, "My dear child, I see your love, and this warms my heart. And you feel seen and acknowledged, and it's good. And then, after 1 minute more, then the ancestor feels that is not the right place you are. Because you are a child in the future. And if you carry that, the misery goes on. So slowly he starts to see at you, to look at you, and to tell you, this is not your place, my dear child. Just go to the former place before me. And you feel that is right, in a way. And you go before the ancestor again. And you find the right distance. Not too far away, but not too close either. And you feel your love. And you see the love of the ancestor, the friendliness. And then maybe this next step comes in a natural way. You bow before him or her. First you say, I honor your and your fate and your fear and whatever is coming up right now in you, your suffering, your burden, your words. I honor you, I honor your fate, I honor your fear, and so on. And then you bow slowly. And you feel how this, what you carried with the ancestor, now really goes back to the ancestor. But you remain in your place with your love and connection. And then, when you come up again, you look at him or at her and say, please look friendly upon me when I trust in the future, when I have more courage. Find your own words, what you need for the future right now. And you ask that, please look friendly upon me. And you see the friendly eyes. And sometimes the ancestor says, I give you my blessing to feel your courage, to feel your trust in life, or whatever the words are. And you hear that and you receive them, these words, this blessing. And then you turn and look into the future, or to the future. And you look to the Brexit, to the events of the future, whatever will come. Nobody knows. And you feel yourself. And you feel your heart. You feel your trust. And you feel your courage. And you feel the ground beneath you. The earth is carrying you. And you feel it in your body. This is nourishment from the earth, from your roots. And then whenever you are ready, in your own rhythm, you can come back slowly. Move a little bit the shoulders, move your neck, and then whenever you are ready, open the eyes. Welcome back.